Hi, it's Amanda again from Adventures with FitNyx. Today I've got a review on the Fitness Answered Training F.A.T. Always get a kick out of that. Suspension training system. This product is basically an off-brand TRX system. If you've ever seen TRX, it's actually it's going to be just like this. So if you know it, you already have a frame of reference. If not, we're going to talk about it right now. So the suspension trainer system here comes in a little mesh bag, which is kind of nice. I love products that are portable, products that can store quickly and easily anywhere. So I am looking always to build a home gym that doesn't rely on lots of fitness machines or heavy weights laying everywhere, but still gives me a full body workout. So when I'm looking at products like this, I'm kind of assessing them for how portable is it, how easily storable is it, how versatile is the workout that's available. So right off the bat, storability, portability, right there. You can take this with you anywhere, and you can stash it under your bed or in your underwear drawer, wherever you want. It's small. It folds up nice and easy. Now, of course, the actual product might not be seen so easily here on this video, and I will try to make some demo videos once I'm able to. But for now, you can kind of get an idea here. So we have a mounting piece here. You can clip this to a bar. I actually started by clipping it to a bar in my basement, but the bar is kind of long. So when I was moving, I did get a little bit of wobble side to side. You can also mount it over a door and close it into the door so that you can pull against the door. It gives you a little less range of motion than if you had this hanging in the middle of a room, because you'll have a wall to the side of you, but it still gives you a pretty good range of motion, a lot of different exercises that you can do with it while it's on a door. So the straps come down, it's hanging up. Move this up here, and you can see here at the bottom we've got, gosh, my arms aren't long enough, putting that back there. So you can see here at the bottom we've got some straps. You can hold it, you can put your foot in it, you can put your leg in it, you can, balance on them. You can use them for all kinds of different exercises depending on what you're doing. So if you have it up and you want to lean back, pretend like it's up. I don't have anywhere I can easily film where I can actually have this up. But say that the straps are actually up in the air and you're down this way, you can pull yourself up using your feet as your lever. So you can kind of do little pull-ups here using the suspension system. If you've got your legs up, you can put your legs in here and do body saws where you go with your legs, feet and ankles here in the straps. You get on your elbows in like a plank position and you move back and forth holding your core tight. It's killer. It's a great workout. You can do pure planks with it. You can do all kinds of exercises, and there's tons of videos, things like that out there to show you what you can do with suspension training. It's important to note that you have to look online because this kit, this box, all that was in it was the suspension system. There were no instructions that came with this, and I think that's a really big kind of a faux pas for fitness equipment, especially something like suspension bands. You can easily get hurt if you don't know what you're doing in just about any exercise, but with something like this where you're adding this huge element of instability, and that's what they work on, is instability. We'll talk more about that in a second. If you're adding instability and the person who is using it is new to fitness or is rehabbing from an injury or has never seen something like TRX or any kind of suspension system before, they may not know what they're doing. They may not know how to mount it. They may not know how to properly, put their feet in things. You don't want to get tangled in this while you're doing an exercise. You don't want to have the straps too high for something with your legs and then you're being held up by your feet and you can't get out. There's a lot of different things. Not that it's necessarily more dangerous than any other type of fitness equipment, but there are some dangers that are very unique to a suspension training system. And not having instructions or safety guidelines or anything like that is probably not okay. So I was very disappointed that there wasn't some kind of instruction booklet, some kind of even just one page, here's how you set it up, kind of thing, or a link. Give me a link to your website where you've got videos and people talking about how to do it. That would be great for something like this. But there was nothing. There was nothing but bands. So that's kind of a big drawback to it. But anyway, let's talk about that instability thing. So when you have suspension trainers and it's up in the air, you can see if you were to push down on this, it's still going to wobble. The whole point of suspension training is to add this element of instability. What instability does is it challenges your body to adapt even more. So when you're lifting a weight, especially if you're doing a weight machine, it's designed to isolate a particular muscle, maybe a muscle group, a very small muscle group, but it's very isolated. It's looking at one little area, and it trains strength. It doesn't train as much functional fitness. When you add things like instability, you're training for more functional strength. What that means is that your body is learning to adapt in ways that are usable when you leave the gym. Something like this, when you're doing the pulls this way and you're kind of wobbling, it's different from when you've got one spot that's anchored. If you wobble a little bit this way, the bands are going to go with you, and your body is going to have to ignite more of its core, more of the arms, even more of the legs if you're using them as your anchor point, to try and correct that and try to get you pulled back up. Same with anything where your feet are in it. If you've got one leg up and you're doing single leg squats, for example, is a great thing to do with suspension trainers once you've built a little base. Put your right leg maybe back in the strap, working on your left leg. As you're going down, your right leg can't stabilize you. It's up, it's wobbling. It could go side to side with your body movements. So more of your core, more of your body, more of your legs, the muscles have to be called into action to hold you in place. This is especially great if you're starting to get a little bit older. We lose our balance. We lose some of that stability and strength in some of those muscles as we age. So a lot of instability training things can really help you with balance, with mobility, with maintaining mobility, with rehabbing from an injury. You may have hurt your knee and now it's a little bit wobbly. You can use, if you use it properly, you can use instability training through suspension bands to help rehab that and build it up stronger and train your body to better compensate for changes in motion. So that's the big bonus here. There's a couple other pieces in the kit. So this is another anchor point that you can use to anchor over the door so it won't pull through. I apologize, I'm not sure what that beeping is. There might be a machine that's a little low on battery. Hope it's not too distracting. Anyway, we've got, it actually comes with an Allen wrench so that you can tighten. There is a bolt in here, so you can actually tighten this down so that it doesn't open. It'll lock in place. So once you've anchored it, it won't actually open up and let you fall out. And then finally, there's another thing here where you can keep, it's got measured distance so that you've got consistent distance here. I actually haven't used this because I'm not sure how I would use this. Thanks to no instructions, I've been just fine using the other mount and the basic system. So I'm not exactly sure where this would fit in for me. It's got another clip. It could be another way to maybe make things a little bit longer if you needed to. You can see on the main bands that there is a long strap here that's adjustable. So you can feed it through the little D-ring here to make things longer, to make things shorter. I suppose one thing that you could use this other strap for is making sure that you've got the bands at the same length. You could maybe use it to measure. Again, not really sure. I haven't had to use it or seen a use for it yet. So that's unfortunately not something I can speak to. But for the rest of the system, I do like it. I think it's a great thing to add to a home fitness thing. Like I said, it's portable. It's versatile. You can do a lot of different exercises, get a full body workout. And if you really wanted to, you could throw it in your car for a road trip if you're going away for a week, but you still want to get some good workouts in. So it's a good investment. do some research. Definitely check how to use it. Definitely check how to set it up if you can. And know what you're getting into before you get it, but it's definitely good. It's good for beginners. It's good for rehabbing injuries. It's good for fitness people who have been doing it for a long time. There's always something you can do using the system for any level of fitness. You just need to know how to use it. So I would definitely recommend it. I recommend some kind of fitness training system, suspension training system. Again, no instructions, not making me a big fan in general, but still a good product. So definitely not a product I would say no to. Just know what you're getting into. So before that beeping drives anyone else crazy, we're going to end this here. I do appreciate you, as always, checking out my video reviews. You can also find, as soon as it's posted, I'll have the link for a written review down in the comments here. Also going to have a link to the products so that you can find the Fitness Answered suspension system if you're interested in purchasing it. And there's all my social media channels, everything down there. Stay up to date. Follow me. I'm starting. Hopefully, I find out I find out tomorrow, I believe, if I get into my very first marathon, which will hopefully be the Marine Corps Marathon. So there'll be a lot more fitness training, a lot more cross training, a lot more running, and things like that. So plenty to follow, plenty to catch up on if you haven't checked out Adventures with FitNyx before. And I hope to see you for the next one. Have a great day.